They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
First carry. And right away, he lost the football.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow. That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Handoff now. It's Gray with it.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here we go. 2nd down and 8.
Now back to throw. He's got it. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Ready.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Ready.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And again, it's Chubb. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
He may go.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Chubb is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They'll give it to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. That's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They're on the 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run again here with Gray. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And he'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
The guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's good for 28 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Ready? Here's Gray on second down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
2nd and 15.
Flushed out right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first.
Ready.
They'll run it now with Gray. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to Mooney.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Gray will take it in. Touchdown Bears.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's 21 to 3. Touchdown. Here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21 to 10
as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
They run again on first down. Chubb. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Second and 11.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Forced out to his left.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken at the 15. A minute 52 to play until halftime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hurry. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the run, this is Gray. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ready. Back to throw. Able to find Gray here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw.
Out route to Hill, complete. And he will have the Bears first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On the ground, it's Gray. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Gray. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
This 2nd and 4.
Back to throw here. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Steps away. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown.
And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Phillips now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Pushes past him, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Gray, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down now, it's Gray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Looking to throw. That one complete to Hill. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do. And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
On 1st down, Gray. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Gray to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Faster. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gray. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
This is fielded inside the 5.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Hut.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ready? Go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Down. Set.
And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us.